Rosenior ball has officially arrived. Chelsea 5, Charlton 1. 5-star Chelsea Football Club today. Absolutely amazing in the second half, particularly. The first half, it wasn't really what we expected in terms of result. But the second half, the most important is to correct your mistakes and do better in the second half. That is exactly what we did. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Ogs, your own brother. If you want to help the channel, very simple. Smash the like, subscribe, all the good stuff. If you are happy, you are a true Chelsea fan, and you are happy about the result, smash the like. If you're not happy about the result because you wanted to make a point and say, it's the sporting directors, I told you so, you can change whatever you want, it's not going to change, blah, blah, blah. Dislike the video, bro. You know, don't stay quiet. Like or dislike, it's all the same, my friend, because you can't convince everybody. There are so many so-called Chelsea fans who wanted us to lose today so they can make a point, so they can continue negativity and toxicity, because that is the topic that people want to hear. The way to be successful on social media is to insult, to launch some conspiracy theories, blame people, point fingers. So when something is going good, it's not gonna pay you money. It's not gonna help you grow on social media. So if you don't like that your brother is telling the truth and you don't like that Chelsea won today, smash that dislike button, man. Let's go.
Oh, that was crazy. I've never actually experienced that sort of atmosphere at a game before. It's absolutely electric, the passion, everything we've seen. To be honest with you, today was just an absolutely mad game.
It's a Chelsea thing.
All right, my people, let me just remind you the starting 11 and some players that came from the bench. We had Jorgensen in goal, Achapong, Tosin, Badiashile, Hato, Caicedo, Santos, Gittens, Buonanotte, Garnacho, and Mark Guiu. We didn't expect this kind of lineup, let's be honest. And I think from the bench it was Estivao, Fofana, correct me if I'm wrong, it was Neto also, it was Enzo Fernandez, and who else? Yeah, I already said Neto, right? Yeah. Delap, yeah, and Delap also. I think we made all 5 changes, so we maximized our potential and our subs, and it was nice to see that the boys who don't play regularly and under the other regime, today we were going to have the same old, and we were going to make the game so difficult. It was so easy, just simple players in their positions, simple system, bam, 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 score goals, easy. Instead of, okay, let look genius here, let's make everything complicated. But you know what? It's in the past now. Hopefully we can continue this approach of common sense football. Common sense football. That's what I want to see at Chelsea. Are we going to win every single game? No way. We're going to lose a lot of games. I'm going to come here and get frustrated. So I don't want you to come and remind me, oh, you say that we're going to do this and that. No, we're going to lose games because the players need to learn the new system. The players need to create some chemistry between them. And it's going to take time. But as long as I see flexibility in the system, players from their natural positions, trying very hard until the end and not making everything complicated, boring, same old, predictable, I would say, yeah, we lost, but you know what? I saw something different. Today, I'm so happy for the boys, and long may continue.
It's a Chelsea thing.
All right, my people, let's now go and rate my players. My manager is going to get 9 out of 10 today. He got not many people, even the so-called Chelsea fans, are giving him a chance. People are just waiting for him to fail so they can continue the agenda against the sporting director, against the owners. But Liam Rosenior said exactly what I've been saying for years. We have an amazing squad that's been misused, abused, or underused, not used at all. Players are frustrated from the bench. When they came on the pitch, they play in the wrong position in the system that they don't understand. So they are not flops just because it doesn't work in your system. So today, I saw a lot of flexibility, and those people, the usual drama account are gonna say it's only Charlton. All right, it's only Charlton. I've seen Chelsea struggle against teams like this. Of course, we're gonna win in the end because of individual brilliance, but as a collective, we made everything so complicated. Now it's too simple. 9 out of 10 for the new manager. Jorgensen conceded a goal. I'm not going to blame him. I'm going to give him 9 out of 10 too, because he doesn't really play a lot. So when, especially in one action that Badiashile got undone because he doesn't have the pace. And I saw Jorgensen came off his line, literally very, very far away, and headed the ball, dribble pass, and then pass it to, I don't know, Caicedo or whatever it was there. But I was like, man, this guy is cool, collected, because players are given the permission to be themselves, to play a certain way. You know, when you play with joy in your face, my friend, the smile in your face is going to take you very long. So I'm going to give him 9 out of 10 Jorgensen today. Captain Caicedo is the beast, always, you know. But probably that game is not his level anymore. He's in the level of PSG, Real Madrid, you know, those kind of games. But, you know, 8 out of 10 for my captain. The first captain under Rosenior. So that is going to be the trivia. Who was the first captain under the new manager, Liam Rosenior? Save this, because in few years now, it's going to be a trivia question. All right? And Tosin Adarabiayo, I'm going to give him 9 out of 10. I know we conceded a goal, which reflect bad to the defense. But let me tell you what. This guy scored an amazing goal today. And I told you, just because you are slow, just because people make theories on social media that you are not Chelsea level, get out of my club, blah, blah, blah. Sometimes, or most of the time, is about the structure that you are playing in. The system. Who is covering you? What are the tactics? So, under the other regime, we exposed everybody's weaknesses instead of highlighting their quality. Tosin still a quality player in a certain level when he's paired with the right team at the back in the right system. So happy today. Sit down, respect Uncle Tosin. 9 out of 10.
It's a Chelsea thing.
All right, people. I might forget some people here. You're going to remind me. Hato is going to get also 9 out of 10. What a goal. What a goal. And I'm so happy to see him play football, man. Enjoy football. I told you, you don't become a flop just like that. The problem with him is Maresca didn't trust him. He didn't play football. And when you don't play football and you are given a game out of the blue, my friend, you're going to flop because your hair, your legs still heavy. You are frustrated for being on the bench for such a long time. There is no a proper rotation at Chelsea Football Club. There is no run of games, back-to-back games. No, he never played that. And people are going to come here and say, oh, he's a flop. This is the reason why he was on the bench. The reason why he flopped in that particular games because he's been on the bench for the last 2 months. That is the reason why. All right. Pedro Neto came, score a goal. 8 out of 10. Let's speed this very, very quickly. And Estivao came and got us a penalty. And I'm going to give him 7 out of 10. He wasn't very happy because I think he wanted really to score today. He didn't. Buonanotte had a very good game, in my humble opinion. 7 out of 10. Garnacho is going to get also 7 out of 10. All my boys are getting good score today. I don't have to explain everything here because we don't have time. But you know what I'm giving. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. That is my score. You can my rating. You can also rate your players, right? Josh Achapong, 8 out of 10. Absolutely monster. What a player we have. I hope that he has some run of games to keep him happy and healthy mentally and also physically. All right, Andre Santos, 8 out of 10. Absolutely monster today. I think he's going to have a lot of playing time under Liam. Enzo Fernandez, 8 out of 10. Scored a penalty. It's not easy always to score a penalty when you are leading 4-1. And it's like literally the last minute, you know, in the last few minutes of the game, you got a penalty in added time. You score it. I'm going to give you credit, 8 out of 10. Badiashile, I'm going to give him 7 out of 10 because of his pace. He got undone so many times today, and we were lucky not to concede when Jorgensen came off the line to save the situation. He's very, 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 very lucky boy. But it is what it is. 7 out of 10. He had a solid game, though. Our defense was very slow today because you have Tosin and then you have Badiashile. Both of them are very, very slow. Mark Guiu, 9 out of 10. I always tell you this guy is a proper old school Premier League center forward. If you give him a chance and you play him week in, week out, which he's not going to get that at Chelsea Football Club. I know that there are so many players ahead of him. But this guy, one day, if he's developed properly, man, I'm afraid of the potential here. I think he need to leave. He need to go somewhere where he can play week in and week out. And let's talk about Mark Guiu in few years from now. Absolutely beast. Congratulations for your goal today. 9 out of 10. Who else? Liam Delap, 7 out of 10. He came just to give us a little bit of physicality and bring new energy in a dying minute. Fofana also, I'm going to give him 7 out of 10. I don't have really much to say about him. But very, very solid game. Unfortunate that we conceded one goal. I predicted Chelsea to win 5-0. Yeah, if you watched my video last night, I said 5-0, we're going to make a statement. We conceded a goal, but it's part of football.